Hi everyone, welcome back. So in today's video we're going to be continuing our colour along in Johanna Basford's book Small Victories. So today we're going to do this little picture here, so I'm going to go ahead and zoom you in and we'll get started. Okay, so we're going to make a start on the sky, and I'm going to go in with cornflower blue, and I'm just going to use light pressure to mark out the colour. I think I'm going to keep this more towards the bottom section of the sky. So just using light pressure, I'm going to start to add this colour in. Then next take in light cerulean blue. I'm going to go ahead and use light pressure again and add this colour in as well. I'm going to take it slightly over the cornflower blue just to start to work on that blend line. And then going in with cerulean blue, I'm going to use light pressure, take it slightly over the last colour and go ahead and fill in the rest of the sky. Okay, so first off I'm going to go back in with cornflower blue, and I'm going to use normal pressure to start to darken up our lightest section at the bottom. And now that we've darkened that up, I'm just going to start to lift the pressure off as you go into the next colour, just so that we can blend it a little bit easier. So I'll just go all the way around these edges and just add a little bit more colour. Then going back in with light cerulean blue, I'm going to use light pressure to go over where we just did the light pressure of the last colour. And then I'm going to switch to normal pressure and start to darken up this section. And then swapping back to cornflower blue, I'm going to use normal pressure and just go over our blend. And then swapping back to light cerulean blue, I'm going to use normal pressure and start to take it over this darker blue that we've got up here. And then going back to cerulean blue, I'm going to use light pressure and start to take it over this last colour that we just added. And then back in with light cerulean blue. I'm going to go over that again to work on our blend. So again, I'm just going to use normal pressure. And then back in with cerulean blue, I'm going to use normal pressure now to darken up the top section. And then I'm going to go back in with light cerulean blue and again use normal pressure to go over our blend. Then going in with a white gel pen, I'm going to add some clouds into the sky. So I'm just going to do some tiny little ones. Okay, next we're going to make a start on the sea itself, and I'm going to go for more of like a greeny coloured sea this time. So I'm going to make a start with jade blue and go ahead and add some of the lighter colour in first. So I'm just going to use light pressure and just sort of randomly add this colour in. I think I'll take it all along the edge here where it meets the mountains. And then I'm just going to add some random lines in. And then taking ocean green, I'm going to add this colour just around the jade blue. So again, just light pressure. And then taking dark teal, I'm going to use light pressure and fill in the edges. Okay, so then going back in with jade blue, we're going to darken up our jade sections. So just normal pressure this time, because this is our lightest colour. Go ahead and darken up these sections. And then back in with ocean green. I'm going to use normal pressure here where it's just ocean green, but when I take it over the jade blue, I'm going to lift the pressure off so that it doesn't overpower it. And then I'm going to go back in with jade blue and normal pressure again, take it over our blend. And then going back in with dark teal. Again, I'm going to use normal pressure where it's just the dark teal, but I will lift off the pressure as I go into the other colours. And then to blend that all out, I'm going to go back in with jade blue, and I'm just going to use normal pressure and just take it all over this edge here where it joins. And then I'm going to go back in with ocean green, and I'm just going to darken up these sections, so just add a bit more colour to them. I think I might swap to dark teal because that's not looking quite dark enough. So I'll just use light pressure because this is a darker colour, and just go over these darker sections. Then going in with a white gel pen, I'm going to go over where the sea meets the sky. And I'm going to add some water lines in. Next, taking rose red, I'm going to make a start on these little houses here. So I want them to be pink. So I'm going to use light pressure and do our base coat on these. And then going in with mulberry, we're going to add some shadow. So I'm going to start by darkening up underneath the roof. So I'll just use normal pressure, run this along this top edge here, and then lift off the pressure as you come down. And here I'm going to darken up the edges using normal pressure, and then lift off as you come towards the middle. We'll do the same for this one, so darken up the top piece and lift off as you come down. And again, we'll do the edges and lift off in the middle. And then back in with rose red. I'm going to use normal pressure and fill this in properly. Okay, and I want to make our shadow a little bit darker, so I'm going to go over with dark purple, and I'm just going to use normal pressure and just darken up underneath the roof here. And the same on this one. And just the very edges of each of these bottom sections, and then again I'll just lift off the pressure as you come towards the middle. And I'm going to use this colour and normal pressure to fill in the little legs of our houses. And then next, taking Imperial Violet, I'm going to do a base coat on the roofs. So again, I'll just use light pressure and fill these in. And then taking Cobalt Violet, I'm going to add some shadow. I think I'm going to darken up the left-hand side using normal pressure. And we'll darken up this little chimney here too. And then I'm going to start to lift the pressure off as you come over. And we'll do the same for this one. So normal pressure along this edge here. And then again, lift off the pressure as you come over. We'll go back in with Imperial Violet and use normal pressure to go over our blend lines and fill in the rest of the roof. And then taking pigeon blue, I'm going to use normal pressure and fill in the windows. And I'm going to use rose red to fill in our little flag here so that it matches the houses. So I'll just start off with a base coat of light pressure. And then using dark purple, we'll add some shadow. So I'm going to darken up this back piece here because this is sort of pushed behind. Just using normal pressure, fill that piece in. And we'll just add a little bit of a shadow to the bottom edge using normal pressure, and then lift off as you come up. Back in with rose red and normal pressure. Go ahead and fill that in properly. Take it over where we did the darker colour as well. Then take in pea green. I'm going to use normal pressure and fill in our little grass pieces. And then taking chromium oxide green, I'm just going to use light pressure and just add a little bit of this colour right up where the grass is on the rocks, just to add a little bit of like moss texture. So just light pressure. Then taking 50% cool grey, I'm going to do a light base coat on our rocks. Then I'm going to use cadet blue to add some shadows in. So I'm going to start by darkening up where they're sort of pushed back a little bit further. So I'm just using normal pressure here. And then I'll lift off to blend it out. This one here is pushed back as well, so we'll add some to here. And again, lift off the pressure. We'll add a little bit of darker colour here and lift off again. And for this one here, normal pressure and then lift off to blend it out. And we'll add a bit here too. And again, lift off to blend that out. Back in with 50% cool grey. I'm going to use normal pressure, take it over where we just added the blue. And I'll use some normal pressure here too. Add a little bit of a shadow to that one. And a little bit of a shadow over here. And then I'm going to swap to 20% cool grey. And I'm going to use normal pressure to fill this all in properly and blend everything out nicely. And then going back in with rose red, I'm going to go ahead and fill in our little lantern so that that matches the house. And then taking chromium yellow deep, I'm just going to use light pressure and add this colour in to our little lantern. And then taking a gold gel pen, I'm going to go ahead and use this to fill in our little flagpole so it's nice and sparkly. And here as well. Then back in with our white gel pen, I'm going to continue the waterline across the edge of these rocks. And add a little highlight to the windows and to our little lantern. We'll add a little one to our flag. And then I'm just going to add almost like some little ups and downs on these waves that I added into the sea, just so that they're not straight lines. So just add like some little bumps into them. Okay guys, so that's how this little picture turned out. So I'll just zoom you out so you can see the full page. So here is what the full page is looking like. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this colour along. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video.